It's so beautiful here. I love this time of year when you can feel that summer's on the way. Yeah, it's only the beginning of spring, but all the hope for the future. I think that's what I like about spring. Spring's probably my favorite season. So today I just wanted to have a little chat with you about life, about my experience of life, about where I am now, about the things I've learned along the way, the things I'm yet to learn, the mistakes I make, and maybe I can help you as well by telling you and sharing my life with you. I don't often like to share exactly who I am on this channel. This channel was always designed for me highlighting Russia. But lately people have been asking me, Sam, make more videos based on your opinions about things. And so I've been doing a lot more of these kind of walking and talking videos. The thing about YouTube is you get a lot of hate. And when you share personal things, you get even more hate. Like, it's pretty horrible to share something that's really personal and get that hate. But I reckon I've got to the stage now where I'm kind of just comfortable in my own skin. I'm comfortable with who I am. And a lot has happened in this last couple of years. And that's what I want to talk about today. It's really great that the days are getting longer. The sun is not going to set for another 40 minutes. And this is 40 minutes, of course, that we wouldn't have had a month ago. It's so amazing. When you get to a certain age, you kind of realize, I don't know, you kind of love how the world works and how the seasons change, and you kind of learn to appreciate smaller things. I've been through quite a lot of different things in my life. I've not recently changed my friendship group again. I still hang around with some of the people that I used to hang around with, but in my lifetime I've done this 3 times where I've realized that my friends are not my friends, and I've just said no more. I'm not going to hang around with them. And it's quite difficult to do that. It is quite difficult because you're basically saying, like, I'm going to go and just go solo for a while. And that's kind of scary. But it gets to the stage sometimes where what's worse, spending time on your own and just having your own company, or spending time with people that are not your friends, and you go home and you think, why did I go out with those people? I don't like them. And I think spending time on your own allows you to enjoy your own company. And that's something that I've done a lot more. And I've got to the stage where I feel completely comfortable in myself. And I'm quite happy just going places on my own and doing things on my own, which is really nice. If you have that situation where you just don't like your friends, I know loads of people who are in that situation, but they hang around with these people because maybe you've hung around with them since you were a kid, but every time you spend time with them, it's toxic. And you come home and you think, why did I go out with them? And you're just angry and you end up talking about them behind their backs. If you're like that and you talk about your friends behind their back because they annoy you, it gets to the stage where it's much better if you just don't speak to them anymore. And it's difficult to start with, but you get a sense of calm, and that sense of calm is incredible. Soon all of this is going to turn green. So things are slowly going to be moving forward over the next few months. I'm hoping by the end of summer to be living here. I can't wait for that. The scary thing when you get older, and if you're my age or perhaps even a little bit younger than me, you'll know what I'm talking about. When you get to this age and suddenly people around you start dying. And that's really weird, because when you're younger you don't really think about death because maybe you know somebody who died, but it's not really a norm. But when you get to my age, which is 46, people around you start to die, and it's pretty scary. One of my best friends, I haven't seen him for a while, He was a really, really good guy. He died a couple of months ago, and he was 44 years old. Tragic, completely tragic. He had a, what's the word? I forget English words all the time. The heart attack with the brain. And brain damage. He lived for a while and then struggled on and then died. Really shocking. I had a few more acquaintances die. People that I knew that seemed like healthy, normal people just had heart attacks and died. One of my friends in Russia, an English guy, he had a heart bypass not long ago, and he's only 40 years old. And it kind of makes you think about life and what's important. When you see death in the movies, you never really think about it. It's something that happens all the time, right? People get shot and stuff, and it's just a character on screen. One thing that stuck with me was in the First World War, when people were dying young and they were shouting out for their mom, just shouting, "Mom, Mom." I'm scared of dying. Not because I'm scared of what's going to happen when you die. Well, maybe a little bit, actually. I believe in God, and I try to be a Christian, but I'm still fearful of that. I'm fearful of me being somewhere and having knowledge and looking down and wishing I was there and seeing all the people that were sad. And a lot of the time when you see things on the news and you see, oh, this person died, I feel sorry for their family, right? I feel sorry for the person that died. I just feel that it must be the worst thing in the world when you're about to die and you know you're about to die and you have that fear. You have that fear in you that you know you're about to go. Maybe you have a heart attack, or you have an accident, or whatever it is, the way you die, and you know that you're about to go, right? And you think, I wish I'd done that. I wish I'd spoke to them. I wish I could see my mum another time. I don't want to die and be shouting out for my mum or my dad. And at the same time, I'm fearful of their death. I'm fearful of the death of my parents, because the parents are the only people that love you unconditionally, that just care about you because they're your parents. And I'm scared of that. I'm scared of them dying. And because the other thing about your parents is they believe in you. They see things that are wrong and in the world, and take you aside, whereas other people don't really care, do they? So you might be thinking that it's strange that the windows and the doors, they're all at another level. Well, it's because I want to have a nice big terrace here. It's called a balcony, I think, maybe in English, a terrace. It comes about 3 or 4 meters out, or deck, I guess. I can have a table on here and sit and watch the beautiful nature, the sunset and the sunrise. I think perhaps here in this spot I will have a kind of barbecue area, a closed one, so I can use it in winter. I can't put a banya here because it's got to be at least 8 meters from the house. That's the building code. Another thing that I want to do is get some more of these trees and plant them all along this fence here, so I don't in the future see my neighbor. A weird thing that happens when you get to my age or older, I guess, is we're building houses like this. Well, I'm building this type of house, you might build another type of house, but then you start to think, how many years have I got in this house, right? Who else is going to enjoy it after me? It's just weird to, I guess, even think about the world with me not being on the world, because the only thing real that I know in my world is me, right? I guess. I don't know if that makes sense or not. I mean, obviously we all have our own minds and we all see the world differently. That's what I'm trying to say, and I can't imagine the world without me, but the scary thing is the world will just continue, won't it? I used to not enjoy winter, and lots of things I didn't enjoy, and I would always wait for summer, for example. I couldn't wait for summer to arrive. But then when you break it down, if you're only waiting for summer, then how many summers have you got? I've come to realize that you've got to enjoy every day. And every day I thank God that I'm alive today. Now, I couldn't imagine living without God, without Jesus, without speaking every day and thanking him for everything I have in life, because I can't imagine living without God. And my mum used to say that to me. Mum said I couldn't imagine going a day without speaking to God, and I'll be like, that's weird. But now I'm the same. I'm grateful for everything I have every day, and it's great to live like that. Time goes by so fast. When I think about all the days when I just couldn't be bothered to do stuff and I'd stay in bed. How many days a year did I do that, right? Especially when I was younger. Just couldn't be bothered, thought, oh, I can't be bothered today, I'm going to stay in bed. And you don't really think about time. You just live your life, but time is the one thing that we can never get back. And it's scary that things just move so fast. It really is a scary thing. One thing that's really difficult for me in my life, and this is maybe something that you maybe have a difficulty with or not, let me know in the comments. I don't like women my age. I mean, I like speaking to women my age, but I'm not attracted to women my age. And that's pretty crazy, because what can I do? You know, obviously I find 25-year-old women really attractive. But dating a 25-year-old when you're 46 is boring. Yeah, they may have an amazing body, but they're really boring because we've got nothing in common. I'm literally the age of their dad, right? But then at the same time, if I have a relationship with somebody that's my age, yes, they're really interesting. But I just don't want to be with them in an intimate way. And so it's a really difficult thing, because I'm already at 46 and I really want to have a now long-term relationship with somebody that I love. Perhaps even get married. Perhaps be a father to their child if they have one. But it never works out because I'm not attracted to those people sexually. I think one of the things that I'm scared of is living with regret. And I'm therefore really pleased that I made the decision 21 years ago to come to Russia. Now, initially I didn't decide I was going to come here and live here, but I'm glad that I went through all of the stress about being a foreigner coming to a foreign country. And in those days it was a lot more difficult to do all the things you need to do now. Just for example, it took me 10 years to be accepted for residency, something that you can do now and receive immediately when you come to Russia. But I'm really glad that I achieved all that. I saw a speech by Snoop Doggy Dogg, or is he Snoop Dogg, whatever he's called now. And he said the first thing that he would like to thank, he would like to thank me. And he said he'd like to thank himself for all the hard work, for all the stress. And I'd like to thank myself sometimes as well, just for making that decision to move here. I think it's one of the best things I ever did, and I want to thank myself for overcoming so many obstacles. And I'm really pleased now that I'm a Russian citizen. I live in Russia, I love Russia, and I love being here. But there's still lots of other things that I want to do in my life. One of the things I like to do is live somewhere where it's hot, whether that be in the south of Russia, or whether that be in somewhere like Spain or France, maybe just for the summer, where I'm guaranteed hot weather every day. That's something that I really want to do. And of course, I really want to fall in love. I hope I can. I haven't been in love for about 15 years maybe. I don't know why, but yeah, I don't fall in love. A cat has found my car. Hello, mate. Привет. Привет. Не бойся. Иди ко мне. Я знаю. Oh, you're going to take a poo there? The scary thing is, we never know how much time we've got. And when we're younger, we don't really think about this, because when you're young, really the only way you're going to die is by some sort of horrible accident or something like that. But when you get older, you can contract something and you can die, and I see people dying all around me, and that really has kind of shook me up completely. And so now I'm more focused on achieving my goals, on making sure every day counts, because as I said, time is the only thing that we can't control, and time is just going to keep moving forward and moving forward. I know a lot of people talk about moving to Russia. People in the comments say things to me about, I would move to Russia if I knew Russian, or if I was 5 years younger, I would do it. It's never too late to do it. If you want to come to Russia, if you love Russia, then come to Russia. If you want to go and live on a tropical island, go do it. Because you don't want to live with regrets. There's so much to be afraid of in life, right? So much scariness. But that will be the worst thing, I think. Knowing that you now don't have time to do it. Now knowing that you can't do it anymore because you're bedridden, or you don't have legs that work anymore, or whatever it is that could happen to you as you get older, right? I don't want to be one of those people that doesn't do the things I want to do and then regrets it afterwards. A bit of a rambling video today, but maybe you can relate. Okay, back to Russia videos next time.